Hello, welcome. I guess we're doing Red Dead Redemption tonight. Maybe a few nights of this. Not 100% sure how deep or how long we're going to go in this. But I got the game. I'm going to stream it for a bit at least because, oh wow, my Instagram is literally exploding. So, that's really cool. You know what? Yeah. Let's have a crack at it. I'm already fairly well progressed in my game, so that's why I'm on this screen. Because I figure the best thing to do... I sort of debated, should I just dive in where I am? But I figured, the best thing to do is start fresh. So we're going to start a new game. All unset progress, that's fine. That's fine. Shouldn't be too far back. I think the last thing I did, I got to camp and saved anyway, so it's all fine. Oh, it better be all fine. It will be all fine. Everything is fine. So yeah, this is Red Dead Redemption 2, and if there's anyone who's been watching me stream for the last... since I started in January, they probably know a couple of things. One is that I like playing RPGs, which this game isn't, but the other thing is that they probably know that I actually really like playing open world games. That said, my least favourite kind of open world game, well, maybe my least favourite is a Ubisoft open world game, but I'm not a huge fan of Rockstar's games. But then I realised, aside from the original Red Dead Redemption, by 1899 the Age of Outlaws and Gunslingers was at an end. So yeah, it's all at an end. America was becoming a land of laws. This game is set about a decade before the first game. I've never played the original Red Dead Redemption, so I know nothing about it other than the fact that there is a character in this game who is the main character in that game, because I know who the name of the main character in Red Dead Redemption 1 was John Marston. And we'll get to meet him in this game. He shows up. There's gangs roaming, but they were being hunted down and destroyed. It was all very bad. But yeah, I like playing open world games. One of the reasons I started streaming was so I could do let's plays on big open world games like this. Rockstar Games presents, or Rockstar. But yeah, even though I don't consider myself a big fan of Rockstar's stuff, there we go. There's our title card. This game doesn't do like a delayed title card; just throws it right at you right at the start there, which is kind of cool. But even though I don't consider myself a huge fan, I realise that I've bought every Rockstar game since Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Like GTA SA is pretty cool, and all the ones after that have been pretty cool. So yeah.
Okay, Arthur's out looking. I sent him up ahead.
If we don't stop soon, we'll all be dying. Whether it's May. I'm just hoping the law got as lost as we did.
There. Arthur! Any luck?
I found a place where we can get some shelter. Let Davy rest while he... you know. An old mining town. Abandoned. It ain't far. Come on. Come on! Yeah!
One nice thing about playing this game over playing Octopath Traveler, which is obviously what I've been streaming recently, is I don't have to read any dialogue in this game. All being read for me. Just bear with me a moment while I check. I've got a billion notifications on my phone, so which is always nice.
Bring him in here!
Miss Gaskell, get that fire lit quick. Miss Jones, bring in whatever blankets we have. Mr. Pearson, See what we've got in terms of food.
Davy's dead.
There was nothing more you could have done.
What are we gonna do? We need supplies.
Well, first of all, you're gonna stay here, and you were gonna get yourself warm. Now, I sent John and Micah scouting out ahead. Arthur and I, we're gonna ride out, see if we can find one of them. And this, just for a short bit. And I don't see what other choice we have. Listen. Listen to me, all of you, for a moment. Now, we've had, well, a bad couple of days. I loved Davy, Jenny, Dawn, Mac. They may be okay. We don't know. But we lost some folks. Now, if I could throw myself in the ground in their stead, I'd do it gladly. But we are gonna ride out and we are gonna find some food. Everybody, we're safe now. There ain't nobody following us through a storm like this one. And by the time they get here, well, we're gonna be long gone. We've been through worse than this before. Mr. Pearson, Miss Grimshaw, I need you to turn this place into a camp. We may be here for a few days. Now, all of you, get yourselves warm. Stay strong. Stay with me. We ain't done yet. Come on, Arthur.
All right. We've got some work to do.
We ain't run into them yet, so they both must have headed down the hill.
Sure. Hey, I ain't had time to ask. What really went down back there on that boat?
We missed you. That's what happened. Come on. Oh.
Hey, you need horses?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mr. Smith, get yourself indoors. You need to rest that hand.
I'll live.
Get indoors, son. We need you strong.
Okay.
So I just noticed in the credits there a name popped up, and I was like, wait, did I see that name properly? But crediting some of the music, the original songs in the game, to Daniel Lanois, who is a very highly regarded producer, album producer, produces music for a lot of I want to say a lot of artists that you'd associate with, I don't want to say adult contemporary, but sort of an older generation of artists who make pretty good music. He's worked with people like, off the top of my head I can think of two. Richard Thompson, he did a bunch of albums within the 1980s and 1990s. Emmylou Harris he did an album with. Neil Young he did an album with not long ago. But yeah, Daniel Lanois is a very well-known album producer. I didn't realise he was involved in the game until I just saw his name pop up in the credits just then. There's probably going to be, because there's a lot of talking in this game, there's probably going to be points where I'm just going to talk over the top of the talking. Obviously the subtitles will help. But yeah.
We'll be on the other side. You need to help me pick the others back up. You're the only one I can rely on to stay strong right now.
If I do decide to go entirely through this game, I will come back to Octopath Traveler afterwards. That's right, yeah.
So, do you think it was a trap in Blackwater?
That many men? Oh, they knew we were coming. But there was money on that boat, all right. Lots of it. I stashed what we took with all our money in town right before we fled. Hey, I think I see something up the path. You up ahead. Who's there? Micah,
Gentlemen.
found anything?
His cool jacket. I want Micah's jacket.
Homestead down that way.
Okay. Anyone home?
Sure. Place is blazing with light and noise. Sounded like a party.
Let's go see.
Follow me. How's Davy doing?
He didn't make it. Nor did little Jenny.
That's too bad. Davy was a real fighter. Both of them calendar boys is, or was.
Yeah,
And Mac, Sean,
we don't know.
quite a business.
One thing that's really incredible about this game, the visuals. Like, I've said this before about games. Why am I not following him? Come on, get it up there. One thing I've said about games is that there's always, if I see a game and I'm like, this is the best graphics video games ever have, I always know that that's only a temporary thing, because something will come along that's got better graphics. And I think this game might have the best graphics, at least of a console game, that I've ever seen.
You run into anybody else? I reckon we're the only ones crazy enough to be out in this, Morgan.
Yeah, well, don't talk to me about crazy.
Oh, so no, glad you're all right. I was worried, Micah. Look, it's all gonna work out, Morgan. We lost a few folks, but that's just how it goes sometimes.
I'm glad you're feeling so good about it.
Where are all the others?
Old mining camp, back up the hill. Ain't much, but shelter. So, this house, you speak to the people there already?
No, like Dutch told us. Look, but don't talk to no one. Just following orders. You know me.
Right. How much further?
Not far.
What does that mean?
Not far.
Thanks.
So anyway, we're our grizzled old guy here, Arthur Morgan, who I didn't think I would warm to at first, but I have, as I've played more of the game. I've come to really like him. And I think also because the game does give you kind of a choice in how you play him. There is actually an alignment system that will become sort of more obvious as we go on, where you make decisions and you can basically either be I don't want to say dishonorable, but certainly a murdering asshole, or you can play him much more honorably. So I think that's a really cool thing, that it allows you, in terms of a character that is not it allows you to make the character as likable or as unlikable as you want. I think it gives you a little bit of control over that. Also, the terrain deformation, the snow deformation in this game is fantastic. Like, and I was thinking about this before. Actually, I was playing a game and I was thinking about it before. That like a year ago, Horizon Zero Dawn came out, and it was like, oh yeah, there's snow deformation in Horizon, you know, and it's really cool and amazing and all that good stuff.
Let me handle this. We don't want to spook these fine people.
And then all of a sudden, it's shown up in a couple of other games since then. I think maybe the new Assassin's Creed had it in that somewhere. No, it wouldn't have been Assassin's Creed. That's not set in an area where there'd be snow.
Micah, hide behind that wagon. Arthur, you take that old shed on the left and stay low, both of you.
Okay. But yeah, as I was saying before, with the visuals to this game, it's sort of like, this is, at least for console games, I feel like this might be the benchmark for the best graphics I've ever seen in a console game. And I mean, it doesn't look that much better than, say, Horizon, but there's some stuff in here that's pretty impressive.
Lost in the storm. Ah, gentlemen.
We can't help you, mister.
I got folks
Arthur,
dying on the trail.
Arthur, we got a problem. Folks, there's a corpse right here.
Now, I just
Arthur,
need some
there's a body
of food
in the
or
wagon.
something.
I hear you. Just keep your eyes on Dutch.
I think you should.
I think we should get our gun out. The gunplay in this game is fantastic.
There's another one shooting from the window.
I think I got that guy. But the gunplay like feels really like I imagine, you know, in some regards what it would have felt like at the time. To use these absolutely rickety old weapons. There's no automatic weapons in this game, or at least not that I've found so far. Yeah, there's a guy that goes for a run over here. We need to. Yeah, fair enough.
Didn't seem to be going too well.
Goddamn O'Driscoll boys here. Why? I don't know. Maybe same reason as us. Micah, go bring the horses closer to the house. Arthur, let's go search the cabin.
Smells like a party.
But yeah, the thing.
Upside down. Grab as many supplies as you can.
Oh.
We need the essentials. Food, medicine, whiskey.
So the thing that really stands out with the visuals in this game to me is the dynamic lighting. This game seems to have just dynamic lighting everywhere, and it looks fantastic. Oh yeah, it wants me to do that to restore. So the way health works in this game, you have like a health meter, and then you have a health core, and you fill up your health core to restore your health meter. It basically automatically regenerates the health meter. And it's not unlike the satchel system in Horizon, where you have like your herb pouch, and you put herbs in that, and then you convert that into healing when you need to. But the main difference is that it's to do with a regeneration system rather than a manual system.
Micah found a dead body in the wagon outside.
Maybe. We'll see how they are when we get back.
I was certain there was a cabinet over here I could open. Yeah, there was. So I've played the game a bit to some extent, and like I really have enjoyed what I've played. Like, you know, I mean, the problems with the game's development aside, like what's come out is a really strong game. It's really impressive that what they've created, and there is so much. Like this, to me, so far feels like the most the most fleshed out Rockstar game, and I'm only a few hours in, really. I'm not super deep into the game, but it already feels much more real and fleshed out. And the thing I like about this in comparison to, say, GTA 5, and again, keeping in mind I never played the original Red Dead Redemption. I nearly said Grand Theft Horse then, but keeping in mind I never played the original Red Dead Redemption. Is the thing I like about this over GTA 5 is this game takes itself a lot more seriously. And like I don't mind if it wouldn't, but oh, hang on. I mean, even if it didn't, that humor that is in GTA 5, I never really enjoyed it. I never really found it all that funny. It was like this sort of layer of parody that game has that never really clicked with me.
Poor bastard was married too.
And Jake and CD wedding. Nice. yeah, it never really clicked with me in the way that the way that this game does in terms of the humor. Just looking, mate. Come on.
Just give me a minute.
Just want that salted meat, okay? Give me that salted meat. There we go. I think that's basically everything in here.
Micah, Arthur, keep looking for stuff. Arthur, go see if there's anything in that barn. Micah, you search the cabin, see what we missed.
Sure.
And look at this gorgeous snow. Look at the powder, the way it deforms as we walk through it. It's the good stuff. So that meter I just pulled up, if I do that again, you see that little bar at the bottom there. That's the alignment system I was talking about just before. And yeah, it's basically, it gives you some control over how you play Arthur. Whoop, hello. Yeah, we did. Well, you know.
What's going on?
This guy just jumped me.
Oh, did he now?
Sneaky little bastard. Should I kill him?
No. Not yet. Find out what they're doing here and where Colm is.
I mean, we are still, you know, a right awful human being in a lot of ways, but there are ways we can deal with this.
With the others at an old mining camp southwest of here, near the lake.
What are you bastards doing? Why are you up here?
We're fixing to rob some train. Gonna blow the tracks. I don't know more than that, I swear.
Well, I would say it looks like you have this, Arthur. Do what you want with him. I don't care. But bring that horse when you're done. Oh.
I don't know anything else.
Get the hell out of here. Go.
So you might notice that we have the option to spare that guy or choke him. You can that's where the morality system comes from. Depending on my actions there, it'll actually affect that that counter. I decided to spare him. I haven't found any significant consequences for not doing that. Also, your hat gets knocked off a lot in this game. Gotta approach, gotta pat, gotta calm.
You're okay, boy.
I think it's possible to accidentally like punch the horse here as well if you do this wrong. Not exactly how to do that, but yeah. So that's not the hitching post.
Yeah. Figured he won't get far in this anyway.
That looks like a decent horse. You should keep him. Tie him up over there, Arthur.
Well, I will, but I'm gonna get over there first. Take some effort to do that. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Micah, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Oh, I just realized I don't think I got my delay on for streaming either, so my mic might be a little out of sync. Let me just check that actually, because that would be weird if that was the case. Let's see. Oh no, it's all turned on. Okay, cool. Cool. I wasn't 100% sure, but I am now. Let's see, that's turned on. Yeah, that's all turned on. Good, 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 good. That's right, because I was streaming the Switch last time. Why would I not have that turned on?
Oh, look what I found in the cellar! Wild thing, ain't ya?
Leave her alone!
I wasn't doing nothing. She's one of them O'Driscolls.
No, she ain't, Micah. Look at her. Miss, are you...
Oh, you fool! Micah.
Miss, now, it is gonna be okay. We mean you no harm. Miss, come on. It'll be okay. We need to get out of here, and quick. Come on.
Look at that beautiful fire. That is genuinely very nice video game fire.
3 days ago, and my husband,
Miss, you are safe now. And you can't stay here. You come with us. Arthur.
Miss, it's okay. We're bad men. We ain't them. So, it's okay. Get on. We'll keep you safe until you figure out what you want to do.
What's your name, miss? Miss.
Adler,
Adler.
Sadie Adler, Mrs. He was my husband.
How's my video compression holding up with all that fog on the screen? It always messes with it, I think, but it seems to be doing okay, so pretty okay with that. Oh, listen to this music, by the way.
Somebody's coming. Looks like it's Dutch. Hey, everybody, Dutch is back.
How'd you get on? Micah found a homestead, but he weren't the first. Colm O'Driscoll and his scum, they beat us to it. We found some of them there, but there is more about, apparently. Scouting the train. Thank you.
That's the last thing we need right now, Dutch.
Well, it is what it is. But we found some supplies, some blankets, a little bit of food, and this poor soul, Mrs. Adler, Miss Tilly, Miss Karen, would you warm her up? Give her a drink of something? And Mrs. Adler, it's gonna be okay. You're safe now. They turned her into a widow. Animals. I need some rest. I haven't slept in 3 days.
You're over here. Miss O'Shea will show you the way. Mr. Morgan, we put you in a room over here.
Thank you, Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Bell, you're with the fellas over there.
What? How come Arthur gets a room and I get a bunk bed next to Bill Williamson and a bunch of darkies?
Get yourself to bed.
Feel like that's pretty self-evident, to be honest. The video quality dropping. Yeah, the video quality dropping in and out might be my end as well, because do I want to overwrite the data in that slot? But I'm certain I already did that quest. Oh, that's a big one, because that might be the only game I've got. I'm gonna have to not autosave this. And I'm gonna have to just manually save, which is not a problem. We can do that. Why would you keep telling me that when I just said no, don't do that? Like pay. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I know what I did. I hit the wrong button. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Because what I'll need to do once I finish this stream is what I'll have to do is go back and actually manually save my other game. And I'll manually save this game too. Rockstar Games and the way they save, good fun, good times. But yeah, I have a pretty limited upload bandwidth, so the video quality has to be limited to about 2 megabits per second on my end. So I do everything I can to get what I can out of that limit. And yeah, unfortunately it won't be perfect, but some of it will be my end, some of it might be the internet between you and me. It can be a lot of things. Inflictor? Yeah, it can be a lot of things.
Your John will be fine. I mean, he may be as dumb as rocks and as dull as rusted iron, but that ain't changing because he got caught in some snowstorm.
Please go take a look. Javier?
Yes.
Javier, will you ride out with Arthur to take a look for John? You're the two best fit men we've got.
Now?
Jesus. We're pretty worried about him.
I know. If the situation were reversed, and he'd look for me.
Thank you.
This way. Last I know, John was headed up the river.
For all we know,
He kept riding north and never looked back.
You wouldn't leave. Not like that.
Wouldn't be the first time.
And thanks to Rainbow Draw F42 for the follow just before too. Just catch up on that. Look, it's white.
Hey, I see some smoke. Come on, let's take a look.
Let's hope it ain't more of O'Driscoll's boys.
Well, seems somebody left. Recently. That way.
Sure, well, come on then.
There's some tracks leading to the river.
Oh, that was the wrong button. It's this one that it wants us to hold for the details. Oh, I missed the prompt. Basically, yeah, here it is. There's a whole compendium of stuff in the game. There's a bunch of animals, 178 different ones. Equipment, fish, gangs, plants, horses, all sorts of stuff that we can find as we go through the game. Cigarette cards. I haven't even come across one of those in my regular game yet, so yeah. While I'm thinking about it, I might just back out here and I might go to here. And I said before that I would create a save. I'm not able to manually save right now. Okay. Okay, fair enough.
See, they continue up that way. Where you going?
I'm on my way, mate.
You think it's John?
You tell me. These are horse tracks for sure, but could be anyone. Let's just see where they lead.
So, you were there, Javier. What really happened on that boat?
We had the money, it seemed fine. Then suddenly they were everywhere.
Bounty hunters?
No, pink.
Yeah, the video quality, because this game uses a lot of volumetric fog, that I find tends to futz with my bitrate a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit in and out, but I was looking at it before and it seemed okay. I actually used some fairly, heinous settings on my computer. Like, I use a lot more CPU processing on the computer than you normally would, just because I've got a computer that's got enough power to sort of muscle its way through it a bit more. So I do that just to try and squeeze as much quality out of it as I can.
Both shot too. Sean, we don't even know. I'm surprised we escaped at all.
Anyway, talking about the game, the John we're looking for, spoiler alert, is John Marston, who is of course the protagonist of Red Dead Redemption. And a fair number of the characters in the game. I think this guy we're with here, Javier, is one of them. Dutch is one of them, and there's a couple others as well that are characters that show up in the second game. Sorry, in the second game. In the first game, this is a prequel to the original game. If you're unaware, and yeah. As an aside, the horse animations are freaking amazing.
Watch yourself. It's not very wide here.
There is a really neat feature with when you're following someone, it just auto follows at the speed they're going. The game actually popped up a bunch of tutorials about horse stamina and stuff before, which was weird to put that up at that time because when you're following someone with the horse won't actually consume stamina regardless of how fast the person you're following is moving. Basically, anytime you're auto following someone, the horse stamina doesn't actually get used.
Hey, look! Over there! You see that?
One other visual thing that this game has that's really unique is the skybox. This game actually uses volumetric clouds, so the clouds are actually three-dimensional objects in the sky, not painted onto a... There he is. That's our boy. Yeah, the clouds aren't painted onto like a skybox. They're actually physically three-dimensional volumetric clouds, kind of like what No Man's Sky does now with its clouds, where it has these volumetric clouds when you're going to a planet, which is pretty neat. Oh man, what's my horse doing?
I don't think we can go much further on the horses. We'll have to walk from here. I grabbed that shotgun from your horse. Who knows what's up ahead?
So, horses carry extra weapons. So you have like the weapons that are on you, and then your other weapons are on your horse, and you can swap between. And your horse can carry a bunch of other stuff, and there are upgrades for what it can carry. It just allows us to change weapons. But it means that when we're away from our horse, we've only got the weapons on us. But you can carry a couple of weapons. Like you can carry basically a sidearm type weapon. Like at the moment, my sidearm is the shotgun, and you carry a rifle, and there's also a really nice bow that we'll get that you can use. I actually really like the bow in this game. And I say that as someone who likes using bows in video games anyway. But I really specifically like the way the bow plays in this game. It's really satisfying and fun to use. And as a stealth weapon, it's very good.
Drops down here. Watch yourself. Careful here.
Also, this game has some magnificent inverse kinematics.
Watch your head here. Okay, from here.
Watch your step. This is real slippery.
Stay close to the wall. Up this way.
See, if you run low on your stamina core, so you can see there the whole thing about stamina core, what you do to fix that is eat something that restores stamina. That restores everything. I'll just use the kidney beans because they're there. And that will give us that stamina core back. And again, that system is that the meter around the edge is... the meter around the edge is our sort of actual stamina, and things get bad when that runs out. But then you've got that reserve in the core, and it's the same with health and everything else as well. good snowman making material up here. As someone who's grown up in a part of the world where like it almost never snows, it's always weird for me seeing snow in like heavily snowbound areas. It's like, wow, is that what snow's really like? Because I've never experienced any part of the world like this, you know. So. Press square to John.
Come here! Down on the ledge! That's John! You're coming! Down here!
Over there.
He's down here. You fellas there!
Alright! Hot down, Marston! That's quite a stretch you got there.
Never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
You don't look so good.
I don't feel too good neither. I'm freezing.
Don't die just yet, cowboy.
Come on, compadre. Well, we can't go back the way we came. Let's try this way.
Ain't you a sorry sight?
Can't argue with you there.
See? I told Dutch you weren't the right man for this.
I'm sure you did.
You alright?
I think so.
Come on. Hopefully this will lead us out.
Oh dear. Look at that gorgeous wolf.
I'll distract him while you get to the horses. Go! Draw them off.
Okay, here we go, John. We'll leave them to Arthur.
Yeah, Mount Macedon. Yeah, my aunt actually lives in Wood End, which is on the other side of Mount Macedon there. And
Draw them off us, Arthur.
oh, that's not what I wanted to have happen. Where are you? Oh, I missed. You can die here too. Also, usually one of them runs away, but I got all three of them pretty quickly then, so speedrun strats. Inflicted I had an aunt who, oh, I have an aunt. I haven't seen her in years, but she lives in Wood End. I grew up on the other side of Melbourne. We did get snow, a little bit of snow sometimes, like King Lake, which is not far from where I grew up, which Yarra Glen. King Lake, just up the road from us, used to get a lot of snow. Talangi. I remember as a kid, my mum worked at a place in Talangi, and it was a big farm up there, and usually at least once a winter they'd go up there, and there was snow on the farm where she worked. I do remember when I was in primary school, actually, that there was a day where it was so cold and heavy that we actually did get snow in Yarra Glen. Can't shoot it. I've messed this up. No, we'll just run it over. There you go, you're cooked. I hit it. Just hitting it with the horses seems to be enough. Oh, that's fine.
You still with us, Marston?
Just about.
You're gonna be okay. We have some shelter now.
Thanks for coming for me.
Of course. That bullet in Blackwater, now this. You had a hell of a time.
And Arthur always says, I'm lucky.
None of us are lucky right now. We should ride in the water for a bit. Try to lose a scent. Don't want to leave a trail right back to camp.
Yeah, the Black Saturday bushfires going through there, yeah. I remember in Yarra Glen, a big grass fire came right up to my mum's front gate. Burned the entire backyard of one of my neighbours' places out. But at the time, because the bigger fires were burning elsewhere, no fire crews are available, so all the neighbours just got their hoses out and did what they could to sort of protect everything. But it got quite scary. It'll be 10 years since Black Saturday next February too, won't it? When I first did this part, I thought that coming back here everyone would be dead. I was just like, oh yeah, I bet everyone's died. Like, we're the only people in this. Not realizing, of course, that some of the people are major characters in the second game, in the original game. I keep thinking it was the second game because it occurs after this game, so it's second in the story, but obviously it's the first game.
This is a new low, even by your standards.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you.
You got any other lost maidens need saving?
Not today.
Have you and Dutch talked about how we're gonna get out of this?
I was just discussing with Herr Strauss when the weather breaks. Suppose we'll have to keep heading east.
East? Into all that civilization?
I know. The west is where our problems are worse. Come on, Herr Strauss. Let's get warm.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
So I was figuring I could get through this first part of the game tonight. Basically, we don't spend the entire game covered in snow. It's just this introductory section. It is part of the main game though, like this isn't a separate map. It's fully integrated into the main game world.
While we wait the thaw. Hardly the spring I had been hoping for.
Oh yes, the journal. So Arthur keeps a journal and it's fantastic. I love this. So he's got like drawing of the town of Blackwater in it, and then as we go through he's got all these sketches. He does all these really nice pencil sketches and stuff like that. I really love this because to me it shows so much about the character of Arthur, just so far in the game. Like, you know, he's clearly literate, he can read, he can write, you know, like, he sounds a bit rough and tumble, but then you see this, you know, he's got the ability, and of course we can read this. Some of these are just, some of these are actually just text. I'm not going to stop to read all this, by the way. I'll bring it up on screen, and I don't know, you can, like, watch it on YouTube. If you watch the VODs on YouTube, you can pause it and all that stuff. Some of it is him talking. It's basically the written version of some of the voiceovers he does as well. But I really just like the way it integrates these sketches and the writing. Like, a lot of thought went into this, and it's such a cool way to sort of add some character to Arthur without really being obvious or blatant about it. Like, I really enjoy looking through the journal in the parts I've done, and the fact that it looks like very clearly pencil sketched by someone who's possibly not a trained artist, but clearly has an eye and an ability that he's you know, like, you don't sketch like this without having some degree of talent. Like, I can't draw like that at all, you know. So, you know, he's clearly got some ability there, but it's also made fairly clear that Arthur was never schooled. He never went to school. He talks, there's a conversation I have later where he talks about his rough upbringing, yeah, so this first part of the book actually does talk about what happened in Blackwater, and how he and Hosea had planned this scam they were going to run, and unfortunately what happened was that there was another scam that Dutch and I've forgotten the other, Micah. Dutch and Micah ran this other scam, and their scam was the one they ended up doing with, and it went terrifyingly wrong. That was the whole thing with the Pinkertons on the boat and all that stuff that Javier and Arthur were talking about as we went up there before. So that's mostly what this explains, is how that all ended up, and then everything goes pear-shaped, of course. He's also got these little half sketches in the book, like he just some drawing that he's not got around to finishing or something like that, just something he started. And yeah, then just drawing this map of Blackwater and crossing it out. We've been running for weeks, all that kind of stuff, running more than usual, yeah. And Dutch shot a girl. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure if by accident or design. It seems like it might have been a setup. Yeah, so something went wrong, and that's how they've ended up in Coulter, and he's listed there that Davies died. And he's got a little map of Camp Coulter, and talking about the train and all that stuff. I think that's where we're up to now. I mean, that'll fill out as we go through the game. It's a really cool idea. Now, so there's two things we can do now, and those little quest markers are how we do quests now. We can also do things like sit in a chair and just, you know, chill, I guess. This gorgeous, gorgeous fireplace. I mean, it looks pretty rough and tumble, obviously, but yeah, it's great, Hosea.
That's the cold. Thank you for bringing John back.
Of course.
Yeah, can do that. I think we can do that with basically everyone here too. You can just greet them.
Okay there, Dutch?
Thank you. Thank you for bringing John back. Finally, some relief.
He's beat up, but he'll be all right, I hope. You okay in here, Molly? It might be warmer by the fire.
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Like, it's meant to look rough, but it just looks, yeah, it looks exactly like you want it to. The visual work in this game, like what's gone into it, is just phenomenal from start to finish. So I know what both these are. One is to do a thing. I think last time I went and did that, which was hunt a deer, so I think we end up doing both anyway, but I want to start with this one this time, I think.
Come with you boys, because I thought you liked action. Couple of days on the lam, not all turned yellow. You, of course. Shut up, Mike. I ain't never seen so many long faces. I guess folks miss them. I fell, but when I fall, I don't want no fuss.
When you fall, there'll be a party.
Party? Probably. That funny, huh? Sure. I don't feel like being laughed at by the likes of you two.
Stop it! Now! You fools punching each other when Como Driscoll's needing punching hard. You want to sit around waiting for him to come find us? All of you, we got work to do. Come on.
You sure about this, Dutch?
Yes.
Folks been through a lot recently. We hardly back on our feet yet.
And the last thing we need is to get bushwhacked by Como Driscoll. Let's go.
I know you hate him, Dutch.
He's here for us.
I doubt that.
Nope, you're just doubting me.
I would never doubt you, Dutch. You always said revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
This is the right call, Arthur. Take this. And this is about more than revenge for business long ago. They were talking about trains and detonators here. Colm always had good information. Come on.
And you think now is the right time to hit a train?
Now you might fancy living on deer piss and rabbit shit. I'm getting too old for that life. Mr. Matthews, Mr. Smith, Mr. Pearson, would you please look after the place? There are O'Driscolls about. Yeah!
Right, so O'Driscolls are, as far as I can tell, the main antagonist clan of the game, but there seems to be other gangs and stuff, so I don't know how that plays out.
They're camped near some lake.
So...
Okay, let's go find these bastards before they find us and rob this score they're planning.
There we go.
Tracks, horses, quite a few of them.
This game has this really awesome mode where when you're riding a horse or just traveling around, you can activate a cinematic camera that just turns everything into a cutscene and like just makes scenery porn out of even the most mundane journey. It's pretty neat.
I know you don't think much of my ideas recently, but this is the right move.
Okay. You know I got your back.
I learned a long time.
So I am actually, this isn't a raw cutscene, I am actually interacting here and I can move and manipulate. One interesting thing with cinematic mode is that it's the only way to get, as far as I'm aware, it's the only way to get your horse to auto follow a path to a destination.
Some things I can forgive, others I can forget. What he did to Annabelle, I can't do neither.
You killed his brother, Dutch.
Yes, I did. And I hope the bastards will be reunited soon enough. That's how this will end. Damn right, boss.
Yeah, the horses look great. They're very, very detailed models.
So we must be close.
And somewhat infamously, there are even horse balls, which you can see on Dutch's horse just there.
Hold up here. Whoa!
So there I actually had to bring the game out of cinematic camera mode.
All right, gentlemen. This is it. Are we goddamn ready?
Ready, Dutch.
Good.
Whoa.
Now, Mr. Morgan and I, we're gonna head up here a little, see if we can't get a sense of the layout of the camp. Mr. Williamson, Mr. Bell, you two take up a hidden position just outside the camp. Mr. Summers, Mr. Escuela, you two hold position here. Let's go.
I also really love the effect of this these binoculars he's using, like the the imperfections in the glass, and the very serious barreling and chromatic aberration effects. Like, normally I'd hate chromatic aberration, but here it's appropriately used and very well used.
He don't seem very happy.
No.
They leaving?
Seem to be. Should we go get them?
No. Home can wait. Best to get some of them out of there. And much less fun to rob him and his score if he never finds out about it. All right, let's go pay our old friends a visit. Don't forget to grab that rifle from your horse.
I will not.
You boys be ready to pick them off from up there.
You got it, Dutch.
So we need the rifle, which is one of the so yeah, the rifle fills this slot here, so you can have it and the shotgun. Although, actually, come to think of it, I might replace the shotgun with the pistol as well. Don't really need the shotgun for this.
Seems easiest to take the same path down as Bill and Micah. Like you said, revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
Yeah, just wasn't sure you agreed with me.
Arthur, have you completely lost faith in me? Our needs right now are supplies, equipment, and a way out of here. Everything else, including Colm, can wait.
Okay.
There's enough of those bastards down there to deal with that.
Heavy on the realism, yeah. Yeah, you walk past a horse, and they will in fact defecate. Yeah, it's certainly a thing they do in the game. Like, the level of detail in this game is astonishing, and given that the game is only running on, well, I mean, say only, but let's not understate just how powerful the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X are as consoles. But you know, it's like, it is running on those, and you can imagine just how much better looking a PC version of this game would be. With, you know, decent graphics card in your PC or something like that. Like, I imagine that there will be a PC version of this game probably next year. It seems always to be a Rockstar thing where they bring out a PC version a while later, although they never did bring the original Red Dead to PC. Sort of, can you imagine this game like on PC with like NVIDIA real-time ray tracing and all that stuff? It would just look gorgeous. I think though, aside from the visuals, the sound design in this game is really good. Like, I'm playing in headphones. I've mostly played in headphones.
They're going to be gunning for you.
And, you know, the voice, aside from the voice acting, which just is outstanding all through the game, or at least all through the game I've played. The music, the way the music plays into the game is really nice. I really love the choice of music and soundtracks and stuff. I think maybe the first game had a similar soundtrack. I don't know for sure. But even so, I think that the way the music is in this game is really nice. I kind of wish there was a little bit more slide guitar in the music, but you know, you can't have everything, I guess.
Okay, let's get in cover.
So, what are we doing, Dutch? I can take this if you want.
Just make the call. You want to take the lead? Go. We don't have time to debate this.
Okay, fine. You make the move.
Thanks, Dutch. I missed every one of those shots. Let me try and get up here. Okay, this isn't working well. That's fine. So that guy dealt with anyway. I'm in a really bad spot here. Ah, this isn't good. Let's get my health up. So this is where the health core stuff comes into play as well. Nice. Just blew the guy's head right off. Oh, getting shot at. I think there's a guy over here that's hitting me a bit. Oh, how am I not hitting that guy? God damn it. Come on. Damn it. I need to... I don't even need to reload. I couldn't fire. I can't fire at this guy for some reason. There we go. There we go. That's what we wanted. There's a guy up there that we can probably sort out. No, we're yeah. Stand up. Stand up. Stop being covered. Oh yeah, we got one. We got one. So the game has these like dramatic kill shot things that it does sometimes. I think I got him. I got him there. Oh, hello. Oh, shot his hat off, but not his head. There we go. Bastard shot my hat off too, which isn't great. Oh, we'll sort that guy out soon enough, I guess. Hello. Guy? No. What if I knew where they were? Really? It's That's the best you can come up with. Nice.
Search the bodies. Strip everything we can from them.
You recognize any of them, Dutch?
Of course not. Cole doesn't give a damn about these men. All he cares about is
Man, I was close enough to loot that guy anyway, wasn't I? Cool, cool. Let's loot.
Yuri. Think how long some of you have been with me. I imagine Colm doesn't even know half the names of these. Keep looking. We need everything we can get off of these bastards.
I'm a looting. Especially for ammo.
Heads up, boys. We got more coming in from the forest.
Damn it. Right as I started looting that guy.
Damn it.
This is the game where the game tells us about Deadeye, which lets us do this. So it's basically like McCree's Super in Overwatch. We should advance.
Go at the bastards. Come on, man. Everyone with me.
You're dead now!
There must be more of them in the forest. Let's go.
Deadeye is really good. Like, the only downside to Deadeye is that it uses up an entire meter. I heard Dutch just runs and shoots. I mean, I could probably do that if I wasn't using the carbine, but so where anyone is right now. Oh, I don't have enough Deadeye to keep doing that. You know what? He's done. They're all done. Let's loot. Loot these people. Yeah, you can even see the bullet pass through the air. Yeah. Yeah, the gunplay. I was saying before, like the gunplay is really, really nice in the game. No, it feels really good. I should have a snake oil here. No, I don't want to use that. Yeah, I'll do that. That'll solve that Deadeye problem. Well, momentarily solve it. Was there not... So all those little X's on the minimap are where the dead people are. I want to get a fair bit from these guys, so we're going to spend a little bit of time doing this, but not too long. Yeah, both of them? Yeah. One of the really cool things about this game is the way that money is actually just like valued at what it would have been at the time. Like I have like I think I've got like $7 on me, which was a lot of money in 1899. And I got a silver emblem ring, which is worth a lot of money too. Anyway, Dutch will start getting impatient if I don't start moving in that direction soon. Where'd my hat go though? That's what I really want to know. I need to find my hat. It needs to be like a map marker for where your hat went. There's 2 more guys over here. I'll get these 2 and then we'll head up to Dutch. And we'll finish off the particular cutscene we're up to. Which would be good. Yeah, I got that guy. No, I didn't get that guy. Oh, it's that guy there. Okay. It was closer than where he was. Oh. Ugh. Right, okay, let's head up. Oh, we had a cigar.
Arthur, get over here.
I'm over here, mate.
Good work, boys. Now, let's tear this place apart. Bill, you go search that wagon there. Mike, search that building. Arthur, you take that building to the left. All right, man, quick. Find those detonators, explosives, anything you can. Let's go.
There was something I could grab here. I saw the indicator and then it happened too quick. Health cure, I'll definitely take that. Those will be handy. What else? What else? What else? What do we got here? There's some stuff on the table. Baked beans. Crackers. Chest full of strawberries, canned strawberries, and gin.
Here. This looks good. What do you think, Bill?
Looks fine. Smells good.
Come on.
Did we get everything?
Think so, boss? Found this on one of them.
Thank you.
This is perfect.
Oh, yeah? Interesting. This is something about the train they was gonna rob. A Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Mount back up. Let's keep moving. All right, let's get out of here. Proud of you boys. All of you. Not a man down.
Good work, fellers.
Not bad for some starving down and outs. They can pummel us hard as they like. But we will always get back up and fight. That's who we are. Outlaws for life, fellas. Wait until we have John, Mac, Charles, and Sean back riding with us, and I know, they will all be back.
Well, you didn't get Combe, but this hit'll hurt him a lot more than any bullet in the head.
Especially when we rob this train, too.
Yeah, I guess we'll see about that.
Oh, indeed we will.
You know, he'll come after us.
Oh, of course he will, just like all the rest. But we're gonna stay a step ahead of them. Make sure we...
The snow flying up as they walk. It's so good.
We allowed ourselves to get a step behind in Blackwater. That won't happen again.
That rage engine doing work.
All right, dig in, fellas. Let's make some ground. Hey, you see that fella? Wasn't he at the camp with Colm?
Leave him to me.
All right, we're heading back. Just bring him back alive. He could be useful.
Okay, you got it.
Capture a dude. Let's get my lasso out, actually, which we will do. So it's this guy up here.
Come on.
The horse going on to gallop.
Yeah.
Chew through some of that horse stamina. Okay, thanks for watching, Inflictor. I appreciate that. And yeah, you get a good rest.
Oh no, you don't.
Whoa, almost. Oh, I messed it up. Gotta lasso him and then dismount. That's right, yeah. Then we've got to hog tie the guy.
Just let me go, come on.
Oh, come on, let me go. And yeah, thanks for the follow too.
Come on, I'm nobody, mister.
Let's go for a ride. What's your name, boy?
I don't know.
You don't know your name?
It's Kieran.
Kieran what?
Duffy, Kieran Duffy.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a real bad day for you, Kieran Duffy.
Where are you taking me?
Somewhere you ain't gonna like.
Why? What are you gonna do to me?
Something you ain't gonna like. So I'd advise you to save your breath for screaming.
No, please!
They're good people. I mean, they really are kinda good people, I guess. And hopefully once I get back to camp I can actually manually save this game. We're not running with autosave, so if the game crashed right now, that would be very bad. That would be end of the LP, right there. We should be good. Oh yeah, when you play this game, the controller light on the PS4 controller is red. Because that's just how things are.
I swear, I don't know nothing real about him, honest.
Are you trying to test me? Is that it? Because I will break every bone in your body.
I'm sorry. Okay?
Not one more goddamn word. Am I clear?
Okay.
That's 2 bones right there.
I love that line. And the one before about, like, we're going to take you to a place you ain't going. Oh, pardon me. Must be getting late. Yeah, we're going to take you to a place you ain't going to like. And it's like, oh, what do you know, and what are you going to do to me? And he's like, we're going to do something to you that you ain't going to like. I like that line. It's a good line. Good writing. Good music too. Just bopping out to the music. Running as we do, go down here. We ended up a fair way from the camp too, so it's a fair trek back. And because I'm using cinematic mode, you don't get to see the mini-map. So you don't actually get to see the progression back. But as I said before, cinematic mode is the only way to actually get the horse to automatically follow a destination path. A GPS path, I guess, is the best way to say it. The game actually does refer to it as GPS, even though obviously a little bit unrealistic, but you know, it's fine. It'd be nice actually if it was possible to have cinematic mode, but also an option to enable the hard elements as well. Oh, I am getting tired.
Here we are, you sack of shit. Let's introduce you to the boys.
I'm bonding with my horse, which is a shame because we're not going to have this horse for long.
Oh, don't worry. They're real nice.
It's okay though, we're gonna get a better horse. It's all good.
Huh. You found a little shit, did you?
Yep. I got him.
Very good. Welcome to your new home. Hope you're real happy here.
You want me to make him talk?
Oh no, now all we'll get is lies. Uncle, Mr. Williamson, tie this maggot up someplace safe. We get him hungry first. I got a saying, my friend. We shoot fellas as need shooting, save fellas as need saving, and feed 'em as need feeding. We are gonna find out what you need. I can't believe it! An O'Driscoll in my camp!
I ain't an O'Driscoll, mister! I hate that fella!
Oh, whatever you say, son. Well done, Arthur.
I'm just sorry we missed out on Colm.
Oh, there's time enough for that. Now, I gotta figure out if we can hit that train.
Okay.
Time passes. Okay, so I was gonna do the next mission along here. Hey, I got a bronze award. That's not great. I get bronze awards for every quest. Yeah, each quest has like sort of mini achievements you can get inside them. To get like, oh, pardon me, I'm not even sure what you get. I was going to do the next quest, which involves hunting some deer. Go over there and talk to him, but I'm also yawning a lot, and I'm thinking maybe I should actually just go to bed and come back to that quest tomorrow morning. I'm gonna persist with this game all week, so we're not gonna give up on it. But this will be what I'll stream for most of the week. We'll see how far we get, and from there I'll decide whether or not I'm gonna do a full LP or not. Should now be able to save the game manually, which I will do. I'll make an empty slot. Yes, I am very sure. There we go. Cool. That's very good. Okay, so we're gonna leave it there for the moment. Yeah, slight, not a slightly shorter stream, just a little bit shorter than usual. Short enough, I guess. Besides, I've actually got to do some finagling with the save files so that I don't have the problem that I can't use the autosaves in both games. So we'll see how we go with that. But yeah, so that's Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm gonna make a full week of streams for it. So tomorrow morning and tomorrow night, Wednesday morning, Wednesday night, and Thursday night this week, and then see where we go from there. Whether we want to do a full. Want to continue with a full LP series for it, or if we go back to Octopath Traveler next week. We'll see how we go. In the meantime, thank you all for watching. Thank you for the 2 new followers we picked up as well, which is really good. And I will see you all tomorrow morning.